You never expect your home, the place where you feel safest, to turn into a nightmare. But sometimes, the scariest things aren't ghosts or monsters. They're real people, hiding in plain sight. This story isn't about the supernatural. It's about something far more terrifying, the feeling that someone's been watching you, living with you, without you even knowing. Before we dive into this unsettling true story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell for more real-life horror stories you won't want to miss. Now, let's get into it. It all started when I moved into my new apartment. It was supposed to be a fresh start. After saving for years, I finally got a new apartment in a quiet neighborhood. Everything seemed perfect: spacious rooms, a nice view, and a rent that didn't drain my bank account. I was so excited about living alone for the first time that I didn't notice the small things at first. The misplaced items, the strange drafts of cold air even when all the windows were shut. I brushed it all off, thinking I was just adjusting to the new space. But then, things started getting stranger. One evening, I came home from work and found my bedroom window wide open. I was certain I had closed it before leaving. I felt uneasy, but I convinced myself I was being paranoid. Maybe I had forgotten in the rush of the morning. So, I locked it again, made sure all the doors were secure, and went to bed early. That night, I woke up suddenly to the sound of something faint, almost like a soft thud. I lay still, listening closely. It was coming from the kitchen. My heart pounded, but I forced myself to get up. I grabbed a heavy flashlight and slowly crept towards the noise. When I reached the kitchen, nothing seemed out of place, but I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Trying to calm myself, I checked all the locks again. Secure. I went back to bed. But the next day, things got worse. I woke up, groggy and disoriented. Something felt off. When I went to grab my phone, it wasn't on my nightstand where I always left it. I found it in the living room, on the coffee table. Again, I thought I must have forgotten it, but something about it didn't sit right. I started getting anxious. I couldn't focus at work, thinking about the little things that didn't add up, like how the bathroom mirror was fogged up when I came home one afternoon, or how my shower curtain was half open when I always closed it. Then one night, everything changed. It was late, maybe around 2 a.m., when I woke up again, this time to a soft scraping noise. The sound was coming from the hallway just outside my bedroom door. My heart pounded so hard I could feel it in my throat. I lay there, paralyzed, listening to the quiet, repetitive sound of someone, or something, dragging something heavy down the hallway. Then came the unmistakable sound of soft footsteps. The realization hit me like a brick. Someone was inside the apartment. My throat went dry. I had locked all the doors. How could anyone get in? I couldn't make a sound, couldn't even breathe. The footsteps stopped just outside my bedroom door. I could hear shallow breathing so close it sent chills through my entire body. My bedroom door was slightly ajar, and through the small crack, I could see a shadowy figure standing motionless on the other side. I couldn't move. I grabbed my phone, trembling, and texted my best friend, "Someone's in my apartment, help!" The figure didn't move. It just stood there, as if waiting for something. My mind raced, wondering if I should run, scream, or stay still. But just as I started planning an escape, the door creaked open just an inch. I squeezed my eyes shut, pretending to be asleep. I could feel the presence standing in the doorway, watching me. Seconds felt like hours. I waited for the figure to step inside, but it never did. After what felt like an eternity, the door slowly shut, and the footsteps retreated down the hallway. I didn't dare move until the sun came up. As soon as it was light, I rushed out of the apartment. I didn't care what time it was. I was done. I called the police and told them everything. They searched the apartment top to bottom but didn't find any sign of a break-in. But then they found something else. In the back of the closet, hidden behind a pile of boxes, was a small door leading to a crawl space. Inside were blankets, a pillow, empty food wrappers, and my missing things: the phone charger, a book, even some clothes that had disappeared. Someone had been living there, inside my walls, watching me for weeks without me ever knowing. That night I moved out. I haven't lived alone since.